All right. Let's see. We are live. All right, very cool. All right, who we've got coming in today? Let's see. Gabriel. Hey, good to see you, Gabriel. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Welcome back, my friend. Robert Kelly. Hey, Robert, is this Robert, are you returning or is this your first time in the training? Your name looks familiar, but how are you, Robert? Can you hear me okay?
Yep, I can hear you. You can
How are
hear
you,
me?
Robert? Yeah.
Good. I've had your service for quite a while and I haven't been using it, and I wanted to try and use it now, and I forgot how to do a lot of things. So I thought I would sign up here and maybe you could give me a couple quick tips here during this training here.
Yeah, we cover all the good stuff. What's your industry, Robert? What do you do?
I do well, financials, mostly annuities.
Okay, got
Yeah.
it. And then Dubb using it, outreach, prospecting, client comm,
Yeah,
kind of all the
prospecting. I
above.
was in a movie this past year called Retirement Deception. We got another one coming up. I have a bu bunch of prospects that I wanted to send a bulk email out.
Okay.
I have a list of 200 and some odd people that requested the movie, and I sent them an online version.
Oh, that's great.
And I was in last night trying to figure out how to import them.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Go ahead, Robert.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to import them last night. I couldn't. And then how to create new videos for a different campaign, and then how to
Okay.
send the emails. That's basically where I'm at. I'm not sure if my extension is still good because it says my Chrome extension is outdated or something.
Yeah, you just have to update it. So you click update, and then it'll take you, and you'll get the new one. And then because we added some neat stuff to the Chrome extension, so you'll have fun doing it.
Okay.
Um, yeah, and then we'll show you how to upload. Yeah, we'll go through all the good stuff. So what we're going to do is with these trainings. If you have any specific question, Robert, as we make our way through about the next 20 minutes, we're going to cover the basics. And if you have any questions, put them in the chat and then we'll kind of address them on the backside. So typically with these is a half an hour of like, well, show the basics, give some suggestions, strategy, talk about that stuff. And then we'll do some Q&A on the backside.
Okay. Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. And then we'll do definitely listen, it's the oldest one we do, but it's the simplest one. They drop in a video and an email. That's the people like that. Still less than 5% of the world does that, which is just insane. They'll drop a YouTube link in a video, but then someone clicks on the YouTube link and then they're in the YouTube wilderness and they're wandering around with other videos. Whereas if they got a landing page, you're exactly where you want them. So it's
Well, I like
perfect.
that because I can make a video with you and then I can drop some pre-recorded videos in there, which I need to figure out how to do that again.
Yeah, we'll
I
show
like
you.
the ones that I have already. They're really good. One for IUL, one for annuity, but I want to have one here for the movie. And I forget how to upload like YouTube or any other videos so that they can drop below
Yeah.
my lead-in video.
Yeah, you could have a great just have them right in the playlist. Hey, you gotta check out this movie, make a quick little video and it runs right into it. That'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do
Okay.
that. Awesome. Well, it was good meeting you, Robert. Thanks for coming back into the training.
Thank you.
Yeah. And let's see who else we have here. Do. Let me go through here. Let's see, Trish. Hey Trish. How are you, Trish? Thanks for coming in. Can you hear me okay?
Hi, how are you?
Hey, good. How are you? How's everything?
Yeah, it's great. Thank you.
Are
I'm
you
pretty deep into it and just kind of have a couple of questions on a daily basis as I go. Um, so my question for today is I wanted to add some contacts that are old leads, and I wanted to have an easy way to ask them to opt in or opt out
Yeah,
of, of continuing to receive information
sure,
from me.
sure.
So I was looking at the call to actions and the forms, but I went down that rabbit hole and it didn't really seem like it was the right way to go.
Yeah, I think a
So
lot of
what's
the
your thought is?
yeah, it's interesting with emails when you send them out, there's always that unsubscribe at the bottom, typically. If someone
Yeah.
wants to, hey, I don't want to, I don't want to get this stuff again, right? So I think, there is like kind of there's a couple ways to do it. I mean, you could have fun with it and you could make a video. Hey, is this
Yeah,
this
that's
the end?
basically what I was thinking is I would
Yeah.
like, yeah, just say, hey, I just want to check and see if you want to continue.
I mean, you could have some fun with that. I mean, you could have like a virtual background that says it's over behind you, like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
over, like, so it makes it a little more personal, a little more fun. And then at least someone might reconsider, like, oh man, that was pretty cool that you did that. You know what? I'm,
yeah,
I'm back in. So,
yeah.
I would say from that perspective, that would be pretty cool. Record just two videos. One, maybe the funny one if you wanted to, and then maybe the one more, sincere or something a little different, just to see the two different takes. And
I
then
mean,
as
do you
far
have
as
anything that I was thinking of more? I looked at the forms, but
yeah,
more like a survey, kind of a yes or a no
yeah.
answer.
We have let me see really quick because do we have like an opt-in, opt-out kind of thing? I'm trying to think of the best way to do that from like a below the
Yeah.
video. Like you can click one of the CTAs and you
Yeah,
can
we have like surveys in
yeah,
or like check boxes, buttons in the forms.
yeah.
But if they already unsubscribed to the
Yeah.
email campaigns that you were doing, then um there's no way that we can up them
No, no,
again.
they have not unsubscribed, but
Oh,
really,
okay.
in the past, I've been using my personal email, so they don't have a way to unsubscribe. So I wanted to kind of, before I put them in a workflow, I wanted to give the people that don't want to continue, I wanted to give them an option to opt out. So it's not in my workflow really.
Mm,
But yeah, in forms, I did not see anything that looked like a survey.
hmm. Yeah, it's just gonna look like it's an actual form if you let me just access it in
Yeah, pretty
here.
much in the video, you'd probably say click the button below or click the form below, and if they fill out the form, then that would
Right. I
they've
didn't see
opted
a
out.
form layout that gives me like a button, selection.
I think
So
I don't know
so
if it's a
basically I'm
button.
looking at I pull up form, create a new form,
Yeah,
and it's just saying button text, and I choose one.
yeah.
But I'd like to choose more than one.
You can do but well, if the button text would say opt out, right? You just want them to do it, they're opting out, correct?
Now, well, the button says, things like submit, go, I'm in, take me there, next. Those are your choices. Then you have custom text.
You could do
So
custom
what
text.
I did
Yeah,
was I created two forms, one for opt-in, one for opt-out. But
yeah.
then when I go to call to action, I can only do one form. Does that
Hmm.
make sense?
Is it like an embed form, you think?
Yeah, you can only embed one form. So the other way around it is to have like two website links,
Hmm.
and the forms has website links. So
Yeah.
if they click the opt-in, then there'll be one tab will be opened with the opt-in questions
Yeah.
for the form, and then if they click opt-out, then another form will be redirected to them. So
Do you have
So
to
what you're
use an
saying is I
external?
should I should direct them outside of this platform.
yeah, I
Okay.
I think that's the other way
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
Right.
like what do they call like a Google form or like a Wufoo form or like they have like
It's still going to be Dubb form. It's
Dove
just
form.
going to
Okay.
be a link. Let me share my screen here,
Yeah.
just really quick. So if you're
Hmm.
in the forms, you're still creating them. So as you can see here, we have the edit button, the embed code. So if you're embedding it to a
Okay.
website,
Right.
the external link, that's the they will be sent to this kind of page. But yeah, or you can clone it. You can just copy this external link if you want to, so that they'll be opted out. But if they're going to be opt in, you can do the embedding. You can add that in the call to action button as the actual form.
Oh,
Mm.
there you go. So you can embed one and then have an external link for the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you could do like I guess the prettier way, like the people you want to stay in, I guess less work, more work. You just have to decide which one you want to do on that, I guess, Trish.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I had one more question for today. As far as maximum emails that could be sent per day, how does that work? I know, I think Darius had said I can put in multiple emails if I have them, which I do. I have like 3 different ones that I've been using for a while.
Yeah.
But do I have to, does it automatically happen, or do I have to assign certain emails to a certain provider? You know what I'm saying?
I think you have to
How does that
assign them,
work?
right, Anna? I believe you have to assign them, right?
Yeah, you need to assign which email to be used for which campaign or which workflow.
Yeah.
That it will not be like, you will not meet that specific that 300 limit per campaign or per
Per
bulk
day?
and yeah,
Is it per day?
per day,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So where is it that I assign, if you could just refresh my memory, where is it that I assign what, how it's getting sent?
You're doing an email campaign, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if it is an email campaign, it is in the first page. So in the email, so you can name your campaign in here. Then
Yeah.
from here, you can select your your sender. So if you have three, then
Sender,
it's
okay.
here.
Okay, and is workflow, if I have workflows going, is that the same?
For
I could-
workflows, yeah, it is in the email. So for example, let's say this one, it is per email,
I see.
which email sender will be sent. So
Okay, I got it.
Yeah.
I got it. Okay, thank you so much. I think that answers my questions. Thank you. I appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks, Trish. Thanks, Ina. Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
Cool. All right, let's buckle up, everybody. Let's jump into some Dubb best practices, best recording stuff, functionality, all that great stuff. And let me share my screen, and here we go. All right. Okay, Dubb dashboard. Here we are, right here in the middle. And anybody that's logged in, just some cool stuff that's available within the dashboard. Down at the bottom right, our good old intercom system here. If you have any questions, you can always ask the AI agent that we have now down here. The AI agent's pretty thorough. Good answers, typically links within the answer as well. It's all trained up on Dubb. If you want a human being, you can just say talk to a team member, and someone from our team will jump in there. You can also do some self-help down in here. You can put some search terms in here, and you'll be good to go. So that's down over here to the bottom right. Now in the dashboard as well, partner program right over here to the right. So if you haven't done this yet, I think mostly everybody here has, but if you click apply now, it'll give you a little referral link here. 30% recurring commission we pay out to anyone that subscribes to Dubb through that referral link. You can also let us know, hey, listen, I got a group of people that are interested. If you can get that group together, Darius or myself will come in and pitch for you. Also, if you want to have them come into this training, if you know someone's interested in Dubb, dubb.com/T for training. They could register and come in here at 10 a.m. PST every day. And then when they closed, they have your link, and you can get paid. Also, I always tell everyone, if you're on a paid account and just 4 people at 30%, you can have your Dubb account paid for free, probably. 4 or 5 people should cover it. So just think about that in terms of that, and then you got a free Dubb account. Okay, so in terms of recording, here's one of the ones that I always like to show. When you send these videos out, as a basic reminder, and Robert, I was telling you this at the top, sending a video and an email is one of the most basic things you could do in terms of just really making that good impression. Get a video, drop it in an email. There's different ways to do it in terms of style. So this one here is a virtual background that I put behind me on the basic website recorder within Dubb. Now, when you make a Dubb video in general, when you record it, it will be a 3-second repeating GIF of the beginning part of that video. Yes, in editing, you can move another part of the video to make it the beginning GIF, but just for efficiency purposes, and you're making a number of sales videos throughout the day, it's nice to get yourself ready, know the first 3 seconds is going to repeat, and then you can start recording. So again, here I had a virtual background behind me. The strategy behind this was I was sending this video to Sarah. I wanted Sarah to know the video was obviously about her. So I grabbed her profile, put it behind me. I also did a little bit of a wave, a little turn back to the camera, just to make it a little more engaging, bring it to life instead of being just stiff the whole time, give it some movement. So Sarah has context, and it's interesting. So when she clicks on this, it's going to take her to a customized landing page. Now we call this in Dubb terms a preset. It's got branding, it's got more videos, it's got buttons, all the stuff we're going to cover in a little bit, but it's all about getting her to go from here to there. You want those click-throughs. Now there's another style that works really well. Same thing, recording right from the webcam, and it's this one right here. So this is me using the Dubb mobile app with a whiteboard function on the mobile app and just having the person's name. Now the names worked really good over the years, but you can do something short and punchy that could be industry related. If we was in real estate, I knew someone was interested in a property, maybe have the property address on there with a question mark. Are you still selling, still buying? If you're in insurance, maybe it's a kind of policy that's on there. that you want them to know about. Maybe there's an important date coming up that they have to be aware of. Did you know? Question mark. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do from a short form perspective of what you're typing. But again, you can't go wrong with the name. And all I did was just bring it up into frame and move it a little closer. So there's movement to the GIF. So if you want to repeat both of those styles or either one of them, you can come right in here in the dashboard and go right up towards the top and click the red camera icon. That's going to open up the camera here. And then you can click down here, virtual background. Click that there. Then go down to here to your photos. And then you can upload into this area anything you'd like, any screenshots that you have. So we saw that profiles do well. Also articles. You know, you can share an article of value with someone. Say, hey, this is Rob. Just want to send you this quick market update right here. And it doesn't have to be real estate. It could be any industry that you're in. You just want to share an article that brings attention to something. So again, they have context. You can also do a company. Maybe you want to reach out to a company within your industry, pick a certain part of their site. Hey, this is Rob. I saw your Who We Are section here. I want to talk to you a little bit about how we align, things like that. And then you can also as well do properties, obviously, if you're in real estate. Throw a property behind you. Hey, this is Rob. I saw you're checking out this home here. Let me talk to you a little bit about it. It's just about context is what you're giving someone when you do that. Now, if you want to do the phone part of it, clear out your background. Depends on the background that you have. I just have a little light behind me that sits here, kind of in the corner of the room, so it kind of bounces off there. Some people think it's a virtual background, but it's actually just a little physical light. But we know whatever you have for your background. Some people have things hung up. It's totally fine. So when you're using the phone, this is what you want. So you're going to go to the Dubb mobile app, just like this. And there's a little button right up here at the top, right there, that little square button. So I'm going to tap that there. And then it's going to open up a place to type. And that's all I did before was I just typed the person's name, put the little emoji in there, and then I just turned the phone like this. And that's all you have to do. So you can bring it up, you can lean in, anything you want. Just give a little movement to it and make it clear. You don't want this back over here, tougher to read. You want to emphasize it more, so bring it forward. Now, on this recording tool right here, we got some options. So down over here to the bottom, right over here, we just added this actually. You can actually zoom yourself in, back yourself off. So maybe you want a little tighter frame before you start recording. You can do that. You have that as an option. We also have a teleprompter up here at the top. All the recording stuff has teleprompter options, but for this one, you're going to click right up into here, and it's going to give you a drop down. You can go right to scripting if you'd like, or you can choose a script from what you have saved. I'm going to pull up my test script here. I'm going to pick this one, and here we go. Now it's set to click to record. When I hit record, it's going to start scrolling. Here is my speed right here. 177 is good for me. I can adjust this up or down. I can hit the play button, see if I like it. I always think a little slower instead of faster is good, but it depends on your mood. Maybe you're more energetic one day and you really want to go. You can back the text off, or you can zoom in a little further. Now, the key to the teleprompter is give it a practice read through. The teleprompters are great for really staying on point. A lot of the times when Ruben and I are recording content, whether it's social ads, sales stuff, whatever it is, if there is certain phrasing that we want to get right or numbers that we really want to really emphasize, it's nice to have it right in front of you. And it'll end up saving you time because if you're doing a number of videos throughout the day with different kinds of content, why not just have it right here? So it works out pretty good. Just takes a little bit of practice. I'm about an arm's length away, and I'm going to let the words flow up into my horizon line, and then I'm going to read them. So I'm going to hit record. I have a little menu bar down at the bottom, and it would look like this. Hi, this is Rob from Dubb. We are the sales operating system. We use video, automation, and contact management to create connections, conversations, and conversions. And then I can hit the pause button right down here at the bottom, stop the recording, take a break, hit resume. It'll keep going. And then I can tap the red X if I want to delete. It'll always ask me, am I sure? And if I want to upload this video into Dubb, it's just the blue check mark, and that will upload it into Dubb. If I want to close the teleprompter, right over here. So I'm going to delete the video here, and it's deleted. So this is the basic recorder. This is a great way to have a virtual background behind you. You can use the phone, teleprompter, you get it all here, face to the name, drop it in an email. One of the easiest ways you can do it right from within inside Dubb. Now, if you want to really build some rapport with a client, really nurture the relationship, screen recordings are really great for this. Also for initial reaches out on LinkedIn, which work well. So anything browser-based, I'm going to show you right now. So if I wanted to reach out to Ruben here on LinkedIn, or if I wanted to share this market update with someone, anything browser-based, could be an article, company website, any kind of website I want to share with someone, I want to be the bubble on the page with this stuff. So here's what you do. You take the Chrome extension, which is right up here at the top. And when it's pinned, logged in, all that good stuff, you click here, and it's going to put you on the screen. So when you're on the screen, there I am. Now I have some options. So when I first look at this website, I'm going to look at what it looks like aesthetically. Okay, it's got a lot of bold text. It's got a bunch of numbers down here. It's got a big square up here at the top. So what I can do is I want to match the feel of the page, and I want to put myself in an interesting spot when someone first sees that animated GIF. Because remember, it's all about those first 3 seconds. What are they going to see? What's the repeating motion? Where am I? So first of all, I can change the shape of my webcam right by these. I can go square, I can go rectangle, I can go phone shaped, I can go circle. In this case, I'm going to go square because of this square right next to me. I can also change the size just by grabbing the edge and doing one of these. So I'm going to go about this size here, and I can also physically move myself. I'm going to put myself right inside. So now it looks like I'm part of the article. I'm inside the little square here. It's a nice setup. And when I wave and say hello and do a little point, one of these deals, it looks good. So think about placement of the webcam where you want it and the shape and what the page looks like. I can also zoom myself in if I want to get a little more dramatic, or I don't like my background and kind of cut out a little bit. You can frame yourself. You can also go up, down, side to side. I can also come over here to the right, click this button here, and I can do no webcam. Maybe I just want to send this website to someone, but I don't want to be on camera. This is good once you have a good relationship with someone, you know the client. But for first meetings, I think it's great to be live with video. You can also do this. You can display your profile picture if you want to do that, if you didn't want to be on camera one day. You can also do a virtual background. So what you can do here is, I'll bring myself back, click here, virtual background, come up here. I'm going to grab, let's grab this one here. And now I get a virtual background behind me. So you have that as an option if you want to do that. I like my background, so I'm going to get rid of mine because I like mine. All right, so my placement's good, shape's good, I'm where I want to be. Now you have tools here as well. I have an annotation tool right over here next to me. I can also use a teleprompter if I want to with this as well. This teleprompter is just slightly different than the one you just saw. There's my script. I can grab the edge. Here's the difference here. I can grab the edge on this one and make it a little thinner. And I can also physically move this one wherever I want to. Maybe I have a webcam arm that kind of is over here. I can put it in front of. If not, just move it towards the top closest to your camera. You just want to leave a little bit of space. So with the browser, when I hit record, because the Chrome extension is browser based, I don't want to go full screen on my browser because it will hide my teleprompter tab. I won't be able to tap it to bring it forward. So you want to leave a little bit of space. I have a big gap up here, but you can have a little space just when you hit record, you can tap it to bring it forward so you can use it. You also have these options right here. This says screen. This big square right here says screen. So that means if I hit record, it's going to get my screen. It's going to show the whole browser. It's going to show the tabs that are open above me. The good thing about this is if you have your tabs organized above in a certain sequential order, I can begin recording here and say, hey, listen, this is the market update I wanted to send you. You know what? I want to show you some other properties. Check this out. And I can click on one of the tabs above and the recording will follow me over to that page. So you're able to show other stuff. So if you want to go to, it's so funny when it does that. It's so funny. If you want to take someone on a little journey within tabs, if you have them organized, you can do that. Now, if I click on tab over here, when I hit record now, it's just going to be a nice clean cut of this page. It won't show any of the tabs open at the top or anything because it'll just show this tab. If I go camera, that's just like, it'll take over the whole screen. That starts with just a basic webcam like you just saw earlier. I'm going to go tab on this one, and then this would be the setup, okay? Now, if we want to reach out to someone on LinkedIn, how do we do that? Well, same thing. Come over here to LinkedIn, open up the Chrome extension, but I want to change the shape now. I don't want to be a square because Ruben is in a circle. I'm going to switch myself to a circle, and I'm going to put myself right next to him. Maybe change the size just slightly, kind of match it a little bit. And that's a good spot right there. Ruben sees his background, his whole thing. Again, it's about that GIF. So here's how you do this. I'm going to hit record, and this is what this thing would look like. I'm going to choose my tab. There it is. Hit share, and now it's going to record. It gives me the countdown. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I saw your profile over here on LinkedIn, and I wanted to send you this quick video because I noticed some things within your profile that I thought were really interesting. Let's have a chat about it. So all I did was a little wave, little point. That's going to be the repeating motion that Ruben's going to see, his background, all the good stuff. And then I jumped to full screen because I wanted to make a point. There's a couple ways you can do that. I can hover over the bubble and just click this little square right there. That'll jump me to full screen. And then I can click down the bottom right here on the menu bar. That'll bring me back. I can also click at the bottom right now, that same square. That'll bring me here. Click it again. I go back. So going full screen when you want to make a point about something is really great because you take over the screen. You don't want to look at anything else. You want them to pay attention to what you're saying, and then you can go back. So it's pretty dynamic in terms of when you're trying to show something on your screen and take a pause, take a moment for them to really think about what you're saying. You can also scroll, move, talk at the same time. You can hit the pause button down the bottom if you want to stop the video. What people will do sometimes is they'll make their point about something, pause the video, get themselves where they want to be. Okay, great. And then hit resume, and then they keep going. You can also use the annotation tool right over here to the left, which is great. You can do arrows. You can do some text on screen. You can do some numbering. You can circle things, underline squares, whatever you want to do. And all of these annotations are going to stay sticky where they are. So you can continue to scroll down the page and they're not going to follow you down, which is pretty awesome. So this is a Chrome extension. Whenever you think about sharing a nice website with someone browser-based and you want to be on the screen, be on the story with them, whether it's a market update, CMA, company website, someone's profile, whatever your industry is, you want to share that browser stuff, this is a great way to do it with the Chrome Screen Recorder. I'm going to click the button down the bottom, the little check mark down in the menu bar, and it's going to save this video into the Dubb platform. And once it's saved in there, we're going to look at the Dubb desktop app. Now, the Dubb desktop app has another amazing screen recording function as well. So right up here at the top, I'm going to click the little D. I got a bunch of options in here. I'm going to go record screen video. And then I'm going to show you the similarities between the two first, and then I'm going to show you the differences. So similarities between what you just saw with the Chrome extension. Well, we've got our bubble, right? There's our bubble. I'm going to change my size. So go down here. It has the same functionality in here. You can zoom in, back out, all that kind of stuff. You can change the shape, right? All that good stuff you did before. You can also use an annotation tool right over here, same as the Chrome. You have a teleprompter right up here at the top, same as the Chrome. Now, here would be a big difference. So this little red slash down here, right here, if I was to hit record right now, it would get my entire desktop. If I get rid of the red slash, now I have a drop down. So if I hit the drop down, I have a bunch of options in here. First off is our custom. So this is our border guidelines here, what we're recording. So anything inside the rectangle is going to get recorded, and I can move it wherever I want to. As long as the bubble's inside there, you're good. You can also crop around anything you want to crop around. Maybe it's a slide, Canvas slide, maybe it's a document, maybe it's a certain part of a website, maybe it's just a certain part of your desktop screen that you want to get. You can do that with custom. You can also go to the drop down and go 16:9 for YouTube. And you can even go 9:16 if you want to do a social video. So you can go to this format, crunch your browser if you want to get something online, crunch your internet browser, put this over the top of it, and now you can do a quick social video without being on your phone, and it's in the correct format for you to do that, which is pretty neat. And then another big difference would be this. So I'm going to hit record. You're going to get that countdown, that 3, 2, 1. And now I'm recording a video. Just like before, I can pause and resume a video, no problem. But when I click the check mark over here, it's not going to save the video into Dubb like before. Normally a check mark will save into Dubb. But in this case with the desktop app, when I click the check mark, it's going to have recorded an actual clip. So the desktop app is a clip recorder. The Chrome extension is just one video you pause and resume and save or delete. This is clips. You're building out a clip. Clips, you're building out multiple clips. So down here where it says drag and drop video from your computer, you can totally do that. So if I have a video like an MP4 on my computer and I want to make it part of this, I can click here, just grab the video that I want, this one, and it'll drop it right in there. And then I can physically also move these clips around. So I have the ability to not have to record chronologically. I could do the end first, the middle, beginning, whatever I want. I don't have to go in a row because I have that flexibility. I can also click the 3-dot menu on every one of those clips and I can download them or I can delete them. I can also, if I decide to keep recording, if I want to keep building this out, just click record screen again. It brings me right back to where I was. I hit record again, and now I'm recording another clip. So I'm building out my clip timeline. I'm going to hit save. There's the clip. I can also below here click record webcam because maybe I want to open the video with something like this, or maybe this is the ending, or maybe it's the middle. I can say, hey, check this video out, that kind of stuff. I'm going to hit the check mark, and now I can move this one right to the front if I want to do that. Lots of flexibility with this. And then when I'm done, I'm going to click the little arrow button here, which is going to merge our clips together into one video. And then I can do a quick little edit. I can download the finished video to my computer, and I can also upload it into Dubb. So that's the desktop app. Now, there's another feature that we've added here called the Dubb narrator feature on the desktop app, which is really neat. So what you can do is, if you come back over here, remember this website we were on here? What I can do is, instead of being in the bubble live, right? Like if I clicked record screen, I said, okay, here we go. Like we just saw, I'm live in the bubble, right? Well, what if I want to play a pre-recorded video inside here, not be live? It could be a pre-recorded video of me. It could be somebody else, whatever I want. I want to play a pre-recorded here. That's Dubb narrator. So how you would do that is you go to the Dubb desktop menu right here, and you'd click narrator video. Select that. It'll take you to your video library. Put the word narrator in. And then all these videos that I recorded here, I just recorded with a teleprompter directly to webcam. Just focused on the content. So I'm going to take one of these, this one right here. I'm going to select it. And now the pre-recorded version of myself is going to do the walkthrough of what's going on here. All I have to do is hit record and just relax and scroll. This is what it would be like.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to send you this market update so you can make the best decision possible. As you can see, there is a ton
And I can pause it here, resume.
of useful information here.
So it's really great in terms of if you just want to relax and not have to multitask, you can just focus on recording the content first or use another pre-recorded video, and then you just focus on the scrolling. So it makes it pretty neat. So the desktop app, clip recording. Now I'm going to show you clip recording, the original clip recorder, which is actually the Dubb mobile app. It was the first one to record clips, and this is what this would look like from within here. It also has some other neat stuff on here as well that I'm going to show you. Okay. So let me do this. Yes, allow. It's funny, I use this device all the time, and it always says, do you trust this device? I do. Okay, here we go. All right. Here is the mobile app. So here's the front area here. Here's where we're at. To record a video, I'm going to select the blue camera icon at the bottom. That's going to open up the camera. And here we go. I'm going to be ready to record a clip. Now, you'll notice there's some timers down here at the bottom. It's defaulted for 1 minute, but you can do a 15-second, a 30, a 2. You can't go beyond 10. Those are some options down there. And to record, I'm going to tap the circle at the bottom, or I can hold and release. In this case, I'm just going to tap it. Let me just check something really quick. Okay, here we go. I'm going to tap it there. As you can see, I'm recording. Here's the timer at the top and the timer at the bottom. I'm going to click it again. And there's my clip right here. I'm going to record one more clip. I'm going to tap it again. Again, there's my timer. Each clip has to be at least 2 seconds. There's my second clip. So just like the desktop app, records in clips. I can also physically move these clips. So I can take my finger, hold one for 1 second, slide it, and I can move them around to change the order. So again, I don't have to go A to Z. I can totally go in any order that I want. I can also delete the clip by tapping this X down at the bottom. It'll ask you, are you sure? And and these clips here, by the way, when they're filmed, they are automatically downloaded and saved on my phone. So I have them in my photo video area if I need them. Now I'm going to tap the clip here. I can again delete from this position here. I can also trim the clip. And if I click edit, I have the ability to add royalty-free music. We have a whole library. I can add some text overlay if I want to, different font, different color, different shape, sizes. I can also do a voiceover if I want to do that. And I can even speed up the action of the clip as well. Now to flip my camera around, if I want to do that, this little icon right up here at the top, flip it around. If I want to use a countdown timer, right over here to the right. So these are kind of cool sometimes where you hit, I just selected 3 seconds. You can do 3 or 10. I selected 3. I'm going to hit record, and there's the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Now I'm ready. I kind of like having that on because then it eliminates like a trim you have to do on the front side just because, you're already ready to go. Now over here is our teleprompter, right over here. This is one of the best ones we have. So you select this one here. You're going to look for your script right up here at the top. I'm going to select mine. Let's go. Let's see what I want to do here. Let's go this one. And here's my speed down here. So you notice I had this one on 10. We were recording an ad the other day, and I was pretty high energy, going pretty quick. So I had that a little faster. but you can just go up and down on these, see which speed that you like. This is the auto scroll function up and down. You can hit the play button right here to see if you like it, and then you can make the adjustment. I can also edit this script. So if I want to edit right here in real time where, I read the script, I'm like, what, I want to change something. I can click the pencil icon, make the changes, select it, save it. It's good to go. Now, when I hit record, I think arm's length is pretty good. I'm going to hit record. You're going to let the words flow up, and I'm going to let the words come into my eye line at the top. So I'm looking at the top. I'm not looking down for the words. If I find that my eyes are cheating and looking down, you can either speed up the words or you can use the guardrails here and just slide it up like this. So now, if I'm looking down here right now, there's nothing here. I have to keep my eyes where they should be, right up here towards the top. I can also use auto track. So if you have an iPhone, it'll work. Auto track will work for this. If you have an Android, it is coming. It's just not as of yet. But this gear icon right here, you can do auto track instead of auto scroll. What that would be is when I hit record and I'm reading the words, it will highlight the words as I'm reading, and I can kind of go at my own pace. It looks like this. Looking to build trust and credibility? With Dubb, gathering authentic video testimonials is easier than ever. And that's how that would work right there. And that's called auto track, right over here under the gear icon. And then when you're ready to close the teleprompter, just tap the X to the top right. That closes it. If I want to add a video to the queue down here, maybe there's a video I have on my phone that I just want to add in here that I have. I can go right to the folder icon here. It'll take me to my photo video area, select the video that you want, and then it will drop it right down here. Then you can move it wherever you want to. If I want to record my screen, this one right here. If I want to have some filter options, this is kind of more of a fun one right here. You can tap the filters. You can do skin smoothing. You can do black and white. You can do all kinds of different color gradations, all kinds of little different kind of filters on here that are a little different. That's the blur filter. I don't know about that one. Anyway, you can do a lot of kind of fun stuff in here coming up. Halloween, right? So that's right over here to the right. Now you can use this one here, picture in picture. This is really good for real estate folks that do property walkthroughs. But you could be in any industry where you just want to flip your camera, like, show what's in front of you, but you can be on the screen at the same time. It'll use both cameras on your phone, picture in picture. So I'm going to select this here, and then I'm going to hit record. And now I'm going to be on the screen with what I'm recording. Hey, you got to check this out over here. I can make myself bigger, smaller, move myself around. Pretty neat in terms of functionality, where it's not just you flipping the camera around, you're actually on the screen with it. And then the last one down here is our virtual background. So a lot like when we started the training here today, when I said you could have someone's profile behind you on the basic webcam recorder, or you could have a property, or you could have someone's profile, LinkedIn, whatever it is, company website. You can do the same thing here, just on your phone, take the screen grabs, go here, and then just pick the photo that you want from your video library, from your photo library, click record. Hey, this is Rob. I saw you were checking out this property. Hi, I was on your LinkedIn profile here. Hey, I was on your company website, all that kind of stuff. Hey, I want to share this article with you. That's what you got there. And then when you're done and you're ready to combine all of these clips into one video, just select the blue button at the top. That will combine them into one, and then you can download one to your phone and then upload one into Dubb. So those are all the really different nuanced ways that you can record with Dubb that the team did a great job building. You've got your basic webcam recorder right to the webcam. You've got your screen videos, which are amazing. You've also got, the mobile app and just a lot of different ways that you can really communicate with someone and bring that value that you want someone to see and also be visually interesting, which is kind of the whole point of this as well. All right, so when you save a video into Dubb, this is what's going to happen. It's going to take you to a page that looks just like this. This is the Dubb edit page. So this is the video here. You can change the title of this video just by clicking the pencil icon. So you can give it any title you'd like. And then to preview this video on a landing page, I'm going to click this little button over here. It's going to open it up in a new window, and there it is. Now, a couple things on this page of note, okay? This is called a preset. So that's our term for customized landing page. And it has a number of things on here, okay? So first of all, it's going to have your branding. You can see the Dubb symbol at the top. You can have a photo behind the video player. It's kind of cut off with Sia over here to the right, but I'll explain that in a second. You can also have videos below your video, and that's in our playlist that we have down here. Now, playlist videos are great because they can really not only bring more information, like maybe you want a nice YouTube video to play after it, maybe it's something, just a value you want to show after. It also enables you not to repeat yourself 10,000 times. Because if you're reaching out to people, you don't have to keep saying it as what you do and all that great stuff. Just record one video one time, probably about 60 to 90 seconds about what you do, the highlights of why someone should work with you. And then the video can just play right after the initial hello. So I could personally reach out to Ruben here, and then a video like you see here, the 2-minute trailer for Dubb, it's going to play right after me. So I don't have to get into all that. I can focus on his personal stuff, the big stuff like the hook right out of my mouth. What's the first thing I'm going to say to get him interested? And then that other stuff will play after. It's really efficient for you as a person making videos as well. Now, below the video, you've got your call to action buttons, your CTAs. So what do you want someone to do once they've consumed this information? Do you want them to book a time in your calendar? Do you want them to view a case study? Do you want them to visit another website? Do you want them to fill out a form, have a link to an external form? Do you want them to download a document? Do you want them to email you? So there's a lot of options down here below the video. I would just choose your top, 3 or 4 or 5, somewhere within that range, and then go from left to right in terms of what you want them to do first. This button right here, reply with video, is really, really great for getting video testimonials. So what you can do is record a video, something like this. Hey, Ina, this is Rob. Thanks so much for using Dubb. We appreciate your business. I wanted to send you this quick video because we would love to get a video testimonial from you. All you have to do is click the reply with video button below. You don't have to download anything. Just allow camera and mic access, put your email in, and let me know, what have you enjoyed about Dubb so far? And whatever questions everybody here asks their clients, when they're happy clients, you can ask them right in the video. And this is much easier than meeting in Zoom and having it edited, because you can send them this and then they send you the video back. And that's when you place it in the playlist right here. And that's what makes a big difference. So you have your personal video you recorded. In your playlist, you have your little trailer, your why work with you video. And that's followed by a testimonial video showing the results of you working with someone, which is kind of the whole package. Now, over here to the right is SIA. That's our Sales Interactive Assistant, okay? And that is part of our presets now. So what you have here is a cool little sales assistant that you can teach. So it learns all about your business. It has frequently asked questions right here that it can answer. And it's pretty amazing. So I'm going to take this link. I'm going to open it in an incog window, just so you can see it in action a little bit. Here we go. So see off to the right. So please ask a question, with a quick response. Okay, what is Dubb? This is one of my FAQs. What is Dubb? So someone can click here, and then it's going to say in a few seconds here, Dubb is a video sales system, lets you record, share, right? And then what does it say at the end of that? It says, may I have your email address so I can assist you further? So it's pushing for something. It's not just customer service information, it's pushing towards a goal. Now I'm going to ask another question. How do I feel more comfortable on camera? Let's see we've got 3 good bullet points. Practice regularly, create a comfortable environment, use Dubb's features, and again, can you please provide your email? So when you're educating Sia, you can have her push towards your sales goal, like book a time in your calendar. Maybe you need their phone number, whatever it is there, it can answer a question and then push towards what you need. Because sometimes maybe someone isn't ready to book a time yet. Maybe they have a question. So the studies that have shown that there's a 16x increase with people that use AI on sites to get more information. They just, it could be a level of, it's kind of like when you walk into a store and someone says, "Can I help you?" And maybe I think we're all kind of a little bit like, I'm okay, I'm just looking. Like maybe you have some questions, but you don't want to get caught in a whole sales environment and things like that. And I think people maybe are a little more comfortable using this because, they can leave at any time. There's no real pressure and they can get all the information that they want. So it's pretty neat. So that's SIA. So that's located on our preset page, and it's part of the whole setup when you make a video. It's really, really neat. And I'll show you how to do that right now. So if I was within Dubb over here, and I wanted to use my sales assistant SIA, under assets, it says sales assistants. It also says calls to action, presets. These are the buttons below the video. These are the whole landing pages. But let's look at sales assistants just for a second. So I'm going to click on that. I have a number of them here for different things. So when you create these, what's pretty cool is you decide to create one, you give it a name, and then you're going to educate SIA on your company and what you do. So you've got to provide resource links. Now, SIA can only look one link deep. So when you have a link, it's just going to be that page that you're on, and that's what it's going to learn from. So in this case, we have the Dubb regular website, Dubb support, G2, Dubb features, all this stuff in here. So it's learned about Dubb. Now, also you can set up FAQs. You can do up to 20 of them if you want to. So the most common questions, you have the answers to them. Great. And then what is SIA driving towards? What do you want SIA to really have, help you with? Well, I want them to book a time with me. That's great. So there's my URL. I want them to book a time. I can also collect information. Email's the default, but you can change that if you already have their email address. So this is a really nice way for people that when they see your video, they can get like a real-time chat with your AI sales assistant, which is really neat. Now, that is also part of your preset. So if we look at presets here, right, our video landing pages, and I'm going to click the little edit button. See down here where it says sales assistant, I have mine added to my preset. So every time I make a video, Sia is there. Now you don't have to have her on there. You can remove it if you want to, but it's a really great thing to have because as we go forward in sales, a lot more AI sales stuff is going to happen where there's going to be a lot of activity when people have questions that they want real-time answers for. And not just customer service stuff. You want a nice sales answer where you're not getting stuck in the mud and you keep things moving. So that's really important. Now on this edit page here, back over here, presets, right here in the middle. This little drop down right here. We have a number of presets in Dubb, okay? So when you think about presets and you look at this landing page, think about your audience, okay? So if I was in real estate, I would want to have a landing page for buyers and a landing page for sellers because it would speak to those two audiences. If I was in recruitment and I worked with employers and candidates, I would want to have a landing page for both of those. If I was in insurance, I had different kinds of policy holders for different kinds of insurance. I'd want that. If I was in coaching and consulting, different industry verticals, maybe one for enterprise, one for small business. If I was doing an event, maybe a webinar, I would have a preset for that. Hey, thanks for coming to this page. You can register by clicking below. That's what presets are all about. Your branding, buttons, videos that speak to that segment of your audience. Now on this page here, we have analytics. So we have a little digital coach here called Kyra that when you make these videos, it's going to give you feedback on your cadence. Are you being repetitive? Do you have filler words? How's your persuasiveness? All to improve your video making as you're going along. You can also do editing. You want to come down here. This is very similar to the desktop editor that you saw earlier. Select what you want, get rid of. You have the undo button right here. If you're doing some editing and you haven't hit the save button yet, but you want to just say, forget it, I want to go back to the original, you can always go up here and download the original and then replace it right here, just as long as you haven't hit save yet. And then as far as tracking on these videos, you get tracking. Now, it says no activity yet because we haven't sent it anywhere. But when we do send it somewhere, we do have the option of getting a number of things. You don't have to get all of these. You can uncheck the ones you don't want. But CTA clicks are great. Video views, page views, who's watched the video, and how much of it did they watch? What's the watch rate? Is it 0, 10, 5, 100? That all shapes your follow-up so you can follow up in a smart way because you know what the content was. You could say, hey, Ina, thanks for watching that video. I know you saw about a quarter of it. You learned about this. Let me talk to you a little bit about what you missed. And then you can bring that information. You recorded a video. You got it on the landing page now, the preset, Dubb preset landing pages. You've got the right branding. You got the right buttons. All that's good to go. So now you've got to take this and you've got to send it out. So to send it out, as an example, this would be a best practice. Video in the subject line right here. It's the first thing someone reads, and it really helps with the open rates because it's still rare to see the word video when you send these things. So I would definitely have the word video first thing they read. And then in the body here, I only have one sentence, but you could have a little paragraph. I wouldn't have too much written because that's the whole point of setting the video, but you definitely want some text above for context and to get them to watch below. To add a video in here for Gmail and for Outlook 365 in particular, you can do this option right down here, the little Dubb symbol. When the Chrome extension is logged in, good to go. You have a direct integration down at the bottom. So you can click the Dubb symbol here, and it's going to open it up. And then here, let me just refresh it, and then it'll start over. And then you'll have the ability to add a video in right here like this. There's two ways to do it, but this is the first way. Click the little Dubb symbol here. There's the video library over here, right? I'm scrolling through it. Look for the video that you want. You can also search by name. But when I find the video that I want, I can come down here and I can select advanced options, put the email in for tracking, and click insert video, and it's going to drop it in there. That's one way to do it. The other way is back over here on the video edit page, there's always a big blue share and send button. So I click this here, put the email in for tracking, put a little personalization text if I want to do this. And then I'm going to click copy for email, come back over here, and it's just a copy and paste. And I just drop it in there. And that's what you want someone to see, just like this. Now, if you're over here on LinkedIn, I would connect with someone first before you send them a video, because if you try to send a video with a connection request, they might not even watch it. They might just accept and not watch the video. Also, it will only show up as a link. Most people connect, it seems. And once you're connected, you can click message and then come down here. You can do the little Dubb symbol at the bottom because we have a direct integration with LinkedIn, same deal, or you can copy and paste. But you'll be able to get that animated GIF for them to see, and this is the setup that you want, just like this. On the page, they can see their profile. That's the best format that we've seen so far. And then as far as sending, if you've got a CRM or you've got a third-party sender like a MailChimp or Constant Contact or whatever, or CRM like a HubSpot, Salesforce, Go High Level, Follow Up Boss, any of these ones in here, we have integrations with. So if you have your workflows and everything set up in your CRM and you just want to add video, you absolutely can do it. Now, if you want to use Dubb as a CRM, you can. You can come right over here under CRM, upload your contacts with a CSV file into Dubb. You can do tags, tasks, deals, all that good stuff. Also within Dubb, you can do bulk email and SMS. We have automation available with our Pro Plus plan. That's something that our good old Oracle friend Darius teaches, where you can set up this campaign to go out. You can have some kind of time delay that happens. And then you can also choose the good old if-then adventure, where if someone has a trigger, maybe they clicked on a CTA, that's going to take them down a different direction. Maybe they watch the video, that's a different path. So there's all these different things that people can do to take an action. When the automations are set up, they can respond to those actions. Now, also within the dashboard here, we have some AI stuff. We have our AI writing assistant. Now, if you've used the ChatGPT, great, all that kind of stuff. We have something similar in here. We have a little profile feature that we've added within Ira that is really neat. So if you click this here, it says basic and sales. I can have more of these, but I just have 2 of them. And what this is going to do is it has you set up a profile. So a lot like the presets that you just saw earlier with the landing pages, how they can speak to in the most simplest form, hey, buyer for real estate, seller for real estate. You had different presets for that, right? You can do the same thing here. You can create profiles for your outreach when you're doing your writing for certain segments of your audience. So let's take this one here. If I say create profile, it's going to ask me some questions. It's going to ask me, hey, your profession, target audience, unique selling proposition. So it starts learning about you and your outreach as you answer the questions. It also has your preferred tone of communication down here, which is great. And then it also has a charm method if you want to use this. This is a writing structure acronym that we set up where we found to be pretty effective. So charm stands for capture their interest, highlight the problem, address the solution, reinforce with social proof, motivate to take action. So when I hit save here and I'm brought back to Ira and I choose one of the prompts we have in here, I'm going to choose this one and I'm going to type on Y video. Oh, here we go. Video is so much better than text. Okay. And then I'm going to hit submit. You can choose your length and it's going to apply everything it just learned. So we want to open with a hook. Imagine capturing your prospect's attention in just seconds. That's the power of video. That's a nice opening hook. And then what about the problems though? Well, text messages can be easily overlooked or forgotten. What's the solution? But video, it grabs attention, conveys emotion, and builds trust instantly. All right, but what about some social proof stuff? Well, our clients have reported a staggering 30 to 300% increase in sales through our strategy. All right, but what about testimonials? With hundreds of glowing testimonials, it's clear that video communication bridges the gap between impersonal text and engaging conversation. Now, what about taking action? Well, you can book a time in my calendar or send me a video reply. So it did everything that it was supposed to do. Now, when you're done doing this, you can preview this with a voice like this if you want to.
Imagine capturing your prospect's attention in just seconds.
So if you want to have it read back to you, you can. You can copy it to a clipboard, put it into a doc. You can also import it to scripts directly within Dubb, and scripts is located right under here under assets to the left. This is one of the major workflows that we do all the time. We write a script, put it in here, give it a human pass, we import it to scripts, we put it into a teleprompter, and then we record the video. So it's pretty seamless in terms of that, especially when you're doing a bunch of different videos. I can also import this to a voice video if I want to. This would be a use case where, let's just say for some odd reason, you don't want to be on camera and you don't want to use your voice, but you don't want to send just a text-based message. This is kind of a little stand-in that you can do. So you just upload a video over here to the right. This one's my headshot. Could be anyone you want, whatever photo. and then just select one of the AI voices down to the left, preview the voice, and this is what this thing would look like.
Imagine capturing your prospect's attention
See that waveform action that's happening as the voice speaks like this?
in just seconds. That's the power of
If you were to send this video out, remember the animated GIF, the first 3 seconds of the video, it would show that image with that waveform action happening. It would be that would be the repeating motion. So much more interesting than a text message. I don't think it's as good as like the person, but it's definitely better than just a text message. And then if you want to import it to a full avatar video, the script, you can do that, import to avatar video. It'll take you right over here. You would have your copy. You would choose your voice. You would choose your avatar that you want to have. We have a whole library down here, or you can just create your own. And then once that's done and the asset has been created, it does take a little time to create it. But once it's been created, you can use it in an email campaign. Maybe Ava right here reaches out on my behalf. Hey, this is Ava. Rob would love to speak to you. Click below. Maybe you have Ava walk someone through a screen recording. So you can do something like this. Remember back over here earlier, we use the desktop app narrator feature because we use it a pre-recorded version of me, not something live, pre-recorded. You can do the same thing with the avatar. I can come in here, put in narrator, go down to the bottom, and I wrote a slightly different script for Ava. Select Ava. Now Ava's on the page, and now Ava has to do is do everything. I'm just going to hit record and just scroll around, and Ava's going to explain this.
Hi there. I saw you were checking out some properties in the area and wanted to.
And that's what that would look like there. So a lot of different options in terms of not only recording, but just, writing, sends, avatars, all kinds of stuff that when you take it use case by use case, it can make it much simpler in terms of what you're doing. It's just all about use cases, Okay, so let's pop into the chat and let's see what we have in here. Okay. I know you were kind of working your way through there. John, let's see, can I translate what I'm saying to another language such as Chinese or Japanese? Captions, John, yes. Okay, let's see. Hey, John, how are you? Always good to see you in here. How are you, John? If you can hear me okay? John's one of our favorite people. Hey, John. You might be multitasking at this time. If you get your mic on, John, definitely say hello if you can. Let's see. Carlos, guys, how can I request a video testimonial using Dubb? Okay. Carlos, did you get a chance to see when I was talking about reply with videos? Carlos still here? I think can you hear me, Carlos? Carlos, can you hear me okay? If not, if you need to respond in the chat, feel free to drop something in the chat if you can't turn your mic on. Carlos, if you can hear me, this is what we covered earlier. I'll show you right now. So if you wanted to get a video testimonial from a client, what you can do is do this. There's a little button down here called reply with video below here. So if I was going to send a video to you, Carlos, and I wanted to get a testimonial from you, I'm going to record a personal video and I'm going to make sure reply with video, my CTA, my call to action button, is below the video. So it'll be something like this. Hey, Carlos, it's Rob. Listen, thanks so much for using Dubb. We appreciate your business. It would mean the world to us if we could get a video testimonial from you. All you have to do is click the reply with video button below. You don't have to download anything. Just allow camera and mic access, put your email in there, and let us know, what have you enjoyed about Dubb? What part of the process has been your favorite? So whatever questions, Carlos, you ask your clients, ask them in the video, and then they can send this video right back to you, and then you put it in the playlist. See how it says Dubb testimonials? That's when you place it down there. That's been the combination that's worked really well for a lot of Dubb clients over the years. So did that make sense, Carlos? If you can hear me, if you can't have your mic on, just throw me a thumbs up in the chat if that made sense. Okay, let's see. Okay, I saw you answered the question there. Okay. Okay. Robert, how do I upload a CSV list? I encountered a single contact, but I couldn't get a list to upload. So, if you just want to tackle that one for Robert, I think it's just, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, sure. Let me just take this away. Let me prepare my screen here.
Yeah, Robert, how you feeling, by the way? Did a lot of that make sense? I know it's a lot, but case by case, step by step.
Way too much information all at once for me. I put in a note, is it recorded? Because it's great to know what all the features are.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember all of that. I mean, we went through so much stuff in 1 hour. I thought it was a 20-minute overview.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. We went for a deep dive into the deep end of the
well,
pool.
that's, and so is the recording of it so that, I can save it and
Yeah.
comment
So
on the
what we'll
parts.
do is we'll drop the if you can drop that link in there, just the YouTube link. So what we're gonna do is this recording will be up on YouTube support probably within the next hour or two, maybe about that time frame. And then what you can
Then
do
I
is what a
can,
lot of people do is they go to YouTube, they'll take the recording, and then they'll just watch it piece by piece. But I think what you said about, the movie that you were in, something like that is you just want to be able to add that movie to your playlist and then make
that's
that
what I'm trying to
your
figure out, how to add videos out of YouTube or somewhere else, how to import my list, because my list,
yeah,
I try to put it in there multiple times. I got it
yeah,
in the CVS format, Excel,
yeah.
and it just
Okay.
doesn't
Yeah, let's take a look. Go ahead, Ina. Yeah.
get in
Here.
there. And I'm not sure how to send email. Is it,
Okay.
is it through Gmail, Outlook, or how do you send emails?
Okay, so here's how to import your contacts in Dubb. Just go here from the Dubb dashboard, go to CRM, then contacts. Then
Mhm.
under new contacts, we have a drop-down menu in here. Click import contacts. We have a template in here with which details we will actually need for you to have. Basically, it's just the first name, last name, email address. Then the rest are optional.
Well, that's
Now,
what I had, and it won't download. It won't upload.
Mm.
it won't upload. It
No,
has to
that's
be
all
a
I had in there.
file,
Oh,
not sometimes sometimes people are trying to upload like an Excel file. So the system will not take that. It has to be a CSV file or comma separated.
okay,
Got what the V is, but yeah, it has to be a CSV file. Then
okay.
from here you can add tags to keep your list organized. So you can have if you're from real estate, you can have like a tag for sellers, buyers, FESBOs. Then the next part will be the mapping, just to make sure that the first name goes to the first name, last name to last name, then email to email, and so on. So yeah, that's that. It might take depending on how big the file is, that's the processing or importing time will also be depending on
I think I had it
how
in
big
Excel, so I need to convert it to CVS.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. And then Ina, do you mind just showing them really quick the YouTube video import?
Yeah, sure.
So this is
So
like if you had that video, Robert, that movie you're talking about, YouTube video.
Uh-huh.
let
Okay.
me get like a sample video in here. YouTube Studio. So we have other contents in here. Let me share my screen here. So if you own the channel, one requirement there would be the embedding. You need to make sure that where's the embedding part here? Yeah, the owner of the channel allows embedding, because if it is not, it's not gonna embed. Now, for example, we're gonna import this specific video to Dubb so that it's gonna have the calls to actions and CTAs that you have. Here's what you're gonna do. You can go to the website, then go to the YouTube tab, paste the link, add a title in the video, welcome to Dubb, then submit. Then it's done.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah. Then you do the playlist. Show the playlist, Ina, if you don't mind. Just show the playlist. So if you want to add it to a playlist.
scroll down, it's gonna have the preset that automatically be applied here is my default preset. So we have my calls to actions here and my playlist, and here's how it's gonna look like in the preview. So we have this background, then the YouTube video. Let me use.
Would you like to see how people have increased their sales by 2 to 10x with an easy-to-use software?
So we have this video in here, plus the playlist video that we have set up. way before we import the video and the calls to actions in here. So we have email, reply with video, website link, calendar booking, and call and text. Though these are for demo purposes, this will not show if the person if the person is accessing your video in a desktop computer. This will only show if they are accessing your video using their mobile, so that once they click call now, it's gonna open their app to call you with your phone number there. Same as in texting, it's gonna open their iMessage or their messaging app to with your phone number there, and for them to be able to text you. So yeah, that's that.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, and then Robert, you mentioned like email, like when you're sending
Yeah.
something out, just the basic drop and send. If you're
Mhm.
in here, like you're in Gmail, right? So if you wanted to drop a video in there, just go to your compose window, and best practice is this. This is what I was showing earlier, but you want this right here. See how it says video in the subject line?
Right.
See it right there? You want that first, and then you just want a little bit of text in here. I just have a sentence. You could have a little paragraph. I wouldn't have too much because you want to drop the video in. And the
Right.
easiest way to drop it in, there's two ways. One, see the little Dubb symbol down here at the bottom?
Mhm.
Right there. If you click that there, you can start scrolling through your video library over here and just select the video that you want. Click insert and it will drop it in here. Okay, that's one way to do it. The other way is if you go right to the video edit page over here. Where is it? Let me go back to a video. Anytime you have a video and you click on a video like this,
Mhm.
this one, there'll always be a big blue share and send. So that's
Okay.
always there. So you can click that there, put the email in for the person for the tracking, that you want to get. Click copy for email. And then just it's a paste. It's just a copy and paste. And then you just drop it in.
How do you
So
send to the complete list?
that would be you'd have to go the bulk sends, right, Nina? You'd have to go in there and get that set up that way. Yeah. So you'd have to go over here. Where is it? Under here.
All right, so
Right over here, let assets. And then under where is it? Campaigns, email. And then there's a little video right here that shows you how to do this. And then you would set up your campaigns and then you drop your lists in there and do your tags, your inclusions, your exclusions, right? All that, Nina?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So yeah, and we have that little video right there that you just saw, Robert. Like when you click on these areas, like anywhere on the side in the navigation, if you click on any of the asset stuff, like here, see these little pop-up videos.
Mhm.
These are good little videos that tell you how to do all this stuff. So if you come into
Okay.
campaigns and click email, just watch that video right there. That one.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I know you had to run, Robert, but food
Yeah, I
for
do.
thought,
Sorry
one
about
piece at
that.
a time.
Well,
And
I
use
got
that link, Robert, before you go, grab that link that Ina put in the chat if you don't mind. That's the YouTube link. So later when it's uploaded, you can go piece by piece whenever you have time.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah.
That was a lot of great information. It's just running out of time.
No, I get it. Yeah, and you want to go piece by piece anyway. So now you have that recording. Now you can just take it at your leisure and do it when you want to.
Oops, it's playing there right now.
Yeah, and if
Perfect.
you haven't gone through your optimization setup call, please chat with us, and yeah, we'll send you the booking link so that we can do like a one-on-one setup on what's the best setup that we can
How
do
do we
with you.
do that again?
Yeah, sure.
How do I do that? That video was playing while you were
Chat
talking. I had to turn it off.
us. Click the chat support at the lower right of your screen from the Dubb dashboard.
Yeah, right here. I'll show you right here. So if you're in Dubb,
Mhm.
in the dashboard, down over the bottom, see the bottom right, see the little green bubble
Yeah.
right there. Just click in here and then go to you can do team member here and say, hey, I like my optimization setup right down here.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Thank you for all your help.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. We love having everyone coming in. We got regulars that come in all the time. And Robert, we want to see your face more. There you go.
There's so many more features than I'm even aware of that trying to remember them all. They're all valuable, but to get them all
Yeah.
working, it's gonna take a little bit of review.
Team did a great job setting it up. It's just about use case and use case. So yeah. Well, thanks for coming in, Robert. Appreciate it.
Thank you for your time. Thank you.
And then John, I saw you had your hand up. Hey, John. I don't know if you get your mic. How are you, John?
I'm pretty good. Can you hear me?
Yeah. How are you?
Now.
Hey, dude, I am absolutely great. Hey, I gotta tell you though, man, you gotta shave because you got that baby face on some of the pictures and not so baby on the other ones. But at the
Yeah.
end of the day, you are awesome without a doubt.
Appreciate it.
Hey, the I have some clients that are coming in from China and Japan now, and I've been trying to send my emails out, both with English and Japanese, well, criteria.
Yeah.
Is can Deb help me with that, or not so much, or do I need to go ahead and translate it from like Microsoft or something like that into it?
Good question. What do you got on that one? That's a little
Yeah,
more.
I did some tests yesterday. I believe I've been assisting like a German user of Dubb. So he has his SIA in German, his emails in German. So
Oh, is that Michael? Is that Michael? I think it's Michael, right?
I think so. So
Yeah.
here's what I did in as a test. So I went to the AI assistant. Then I said here rewrite copy in Japanese. So I have this copy from Rena's script, I think. So I just paste it in here. So for example, you're gonna do it on your end, rewrite this copy in Japanese, then just paste here the email copy that you got, then submit. Yeah, change the target length as well according to what you need. Then yeah, it's gonna do this.
Wow.
All right. I mean, it's not like a big deal. What I usually do is go back into Microsoft and I go ahead and I change it. I have some bands that are here now in the US, but whenever I need to speak to them,
Yeah.
it has to be in Japanese. I would, but now as I'm trying to book these bands, I needed to be in English and in Japanese. I was just trying to check out and see if Dub can help me in those things that I'm doing.
I think so,
Is
yeah.
that does that work? Does that work for you, John? That right there?
You know what? I think that it will.
Okay.
We will figure it out. I'm always looking for a little bit easier,
Yeah.
whatnot, but I can probably figure it out. By the way, you look good, girl. Look at you with your little hair and everything else like that. So let me shut up. But I'm sorry that I didn't see you guys for a couple of weeks. I actually had a blood clot in my leg, and so I was in the hospital for a minute. But I thank you every time I get on here. You guys help me.
That's awesome, John. Well, glad you're okay. The blood clots can be scary. You got to get those. Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
good.
dude, yeah, they were telling me. I got a bunch of doctor friends. They were like, dude, that stuff will go right to your lung and
Right.
kill you. And I was like,
Right.
yeah, I'm not exactly trying to die right now. So,
I
but
know.
my man Bots,
Yeah.
listen, I was watching you today, and you got a little fuzz on going on today, and this and that. But I like that shave face because that's like that baby face and this and that. So
Yeah.
anyway, I thank you
Hey,
so much.
John, I might be growing a beard, so I don't know. I always go back and forth. If you look at videos of me and Dub over the years, you see me sometimes with a mustache, I have a beard, I have short hair, I have long hair. I have like 10,000 different ways I look, so it's always a surprise.
But you know what? That's actually a good thing so that people know that you are consistent in the service.
Very true. If I only had one haircut and one look, I'd be like, wait a minute, is that from 5 years
Yeah,
ago?
yeah, we're like, nah, that's AI. That's AI is a thing. So
Yeah, I know.
anyway, thank you guys so much.
You're welcome, John. Always good to hear from you. Let's see. I actually haven't heard from Gabriel. Hey, Gabriel, how you been, my friend? You're on the other side of the world, I think, aren't you? Oh, no, I think
Hi.
you're out in Miami, right? You're down in Miami,
Yeah,
I believe.
yes. Hi, hi, Rob. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm using Dubb a lot. I I try to use all the features.
Yep.
Yesterday, I tried to use the CRM. I imported from scratching in the web list. So
Mhm.
I'm very satisfied. I wanted to say about using your opinion to using Dubb for Google Divu. Have you used this for Google?
You mean for like Google advertising?
Yes, Google or Facebook, Meta.
Yeah, we have a bunch of ads. I know we put them on Facebook. I know we do. I don't run the ads, but I believe we use them on Google as well. And the ad stuff that we typically do that we've seen, like, has been pretty good just from a style wise. Podcast style is pretty good for a lot of the short ads that we do. Like, you have a little podcast mic like this, and it's kind of like with the phone, kind of portrait style. Looks like you're having a conversation. Seems like ads do pretty well like that. We also have the direct to camera ones, like, hey, I'm going to show you in 30 seconds how to use the Chrome extension. So those kinds of ones. And then we recorded some funny ones recently that we're going to be putting out, some kind of comedy ones. But we do, to answer your question, we use Dubb to record, and we do the ads. So.
Well, I want to try it for Google Ad Review. Do you suggest a small video, so little small video?
Yeah, I mean, shorter the better. It seems
Yeah.
anyway. But that stuff always changes because I've seen ads on YouTube where they're longer. They're sometimes 3 minutes. But the ones that I've seen on Facebook and the other ones that we run are anywhere from 15, 30, and 60. So those seems like they're pretty good cuts. So what we'll do is we'll write an ad, we'll put it into Ira, the AI writer, and then we'll put in like you know, the count. Like we'll time it. We'll write a script and we'll read it out and we'll see how long it is. And we'll just have a 15, 30, and 60, and that's what we'll have.
Okay.
Yep. And then
Also, if
we'll
you're
say click the link. Yeah. Go
yeah,
ahead.
also if you're gonna use Dubb as your do you have like a landing page?
I made a landing page. I have to finish some things in the under the landing page, but I created for my presentation as a landing page, like a internet site of the company.
Yeah, because I asked because you can also use Dubb as a landing page, and let me try to. Mhm. And yeah, we have in the customization section the pixels that you can put. So like the Google pixels, Facebook Pixel ID, and LinkedIn. So either if you use Dubb, we have that, or use the video from the Dubb video to your landing page. Which we can embed in the landing page as well, just like what we're currently
Do
doing.
you suggest to create a landing page a part of Dubb and use the embedding in Dubb in the landing page?
Yeah, you can do that too.
Nice.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Hey,
Sure.
good to see you in here, by the way. You got to come in more often.
Yeah.
Gabriel, can you hear me? You got to come back more.
Yes, yes. I will be more often. I had to improve my knowledge about Dubb, and now I have the good results about it.
Good. That's awesome.
Yes, very very good. I appreciate you improve the artificial intelligence, and I use Dubb for my my video policy for selling with the video insurance.
That's awesome. We love to hear that. That's so great. That's
Thank you
so
so
great.
much.
Awesome. Well, listen, everybody, we're almost 20 past the hour, so we're kind of long today. But everybody, thanks for joining. We will see everyone tomorrow. Ina and I will be back, and then back to Darius after that. But Ina, thanks for your help today, as always, and everybody, thanks for coming, and we will see you tomorrow. See, mine work at the beginning. Why don't mine work at the end? They only work in the beginning. Okay, anyway.